I mean, my takeaways generally are that it's unlikely that the FTC would be able to convince the current Supreme Court that it has the power to use notice and comment rulemaking to define unfair methods of competition. Even if it has that power, it's highly unlikely that they could use it to persuade the Supreme Court to change the views that it's already expressed on antitrust law. But it might be that they could use that power for other purposes that might be quite useful and constructive, perhaps establishing presumptions or frameworks for decision making with respect to some important issues. Another thing that I got out of the conference that was the result actually of not of any individual speaker, but it was the interaction among several speakers. I thought that they had just great idea about how the FTC could address effectively one of the most important antitrust issues out there. That is these pay-for-delay agreements between the name brand manufacturers of prescription drugs and the generic manufacturers of prescription drugs. There's a lot of money involved in those cases, and what I got out of the combination of the presentations of several of the speakers is that without using the rulemaking power at all, the FTC could issue a guidance document that refers to the wealth of empirical evidence that it has and accepts the basic reasoning of the Supreme Court and the majority opinion in the Octavius case, in which the court addressed that issue, and says, okay, we understand that the rule of reason applies. Here's the way we interpret the Octavius opinion. Here's the way we plan to apply the rule of reason, and then sets out a structured approach to that class of cases that would make it much easier for the FTC then to adjudicate those cases and to convince courts when the facts are on their side that the pay-for-delay agreements are nothing but agreements to create a monopoly and to share the monopoly profits between the parties to the agreement. And I never would have gotten that on my own. I never would have gotten it from any one of the speakers' presentations. But when I combined the thinking of several of them, that struck me that that would be a great thing for FTC to do. I hope somebody brings that to the attention of the FTC, and perhaps they'll move in that direction.